Hi, I'm Christine Nelson here with your connection and a look at what's happening in North Texas. A Tarrant County woman is behind bars after being accused of running a network of unlicensed community living homes. Plus, a reminder to Water Watch what this means and how it can save your kids' lives. But first, in Arlington police say a woman has been arrested after running that network of unlicensed community living homes in Tarrant County. Investigators say 49-year-old Regla Booker and her staff abused clients, prevented them from seeking medical care, and stole their IDs and debit cards. NBC5's Keenan Willard has the story.
Michael Schultz lives on Woodbrook Street in Arlington. He says he's known something wasn't right about the house across the street since December, when he first saw 49-year-old Regla Booker moving in.
For one thing, they cleaned the house out. You know, they dumped all the furniture that was in there, and it got thrown away.
Schultz says he recently saw paramedics take an elderly man from the home in an ambulance. Weeks earlier, a man having a medical emergency came to his house late at night for help.
And came knocking on my door, he couldn't speak English, that he needed a ride to the hospital. So we took him to Arlington Memorial.
Arlington police now say this home was one of 5 unlicensed community care homes in Tarrant County run by Booker, part of her company called Love and Caring for People, LLC. Police announced Booker had been arrested, charged with abandoning or endangering an individual in imminent danger of injury.
Obtained information that led to the belief these people were not being cared for properly.
Investigators say Booker and her staff prevented people in their care from seeking medical attention, cut them off from family members, and took their debit cards and IDs.
And they misused this information on wills, on credit card applications, and to obtain things such as vehicles.
Arlington police say investigators also believe staff would drug clients each night with a narcotic. And police say caregivers did not provide items like wheelchairs to those with disabilities, leaving one man scarred from having to crawl around a home.
We need to address these invisible victims because that's what they are.
Arlington police and the Tarrant County DA's office say there may be additional homes they haven't found yet. They're asking potential victims and their families to come forward with information. Neighbors say they're still shocked by this alleged operation so close to home.
Because, hell, if you don't know who's in the neighborhood and why they're there, it can be interesting.
In Arlington, Keenan Willard, NBC5.
Let's get a check of the weather now with meteorologist Kevin Smith.
A great Tuesday, everyone. Our normal high is at 67 degrees, and guess what? I'm up to 77, so that's 10 degrees above normal. And then as we travel toward the evening hours, dropping back into the upper 60s. Meanwhile, our focus will be into the western United States. We do have an area of low pressure that will be developing into the mountainous west, but it will be moving from the west to the east, tapping into some moist air from the Gulf of Mexico, and that will lead to chances of rain and even a threat for severe weather. We do have a level 2 out of 5, including the Dallas-Fort Worth area, potential for some damaging winds, even a few tornadoes. Of course, we want everyone on Thursday afternoon and evening to stay weather aware. Rain chances will go up to around 80%, down to 70% into your Friday, and still holding at 50% into Saturday. Now, with this series of disturbances, we could see maybe 1 to 2 inches of rainfall before it's all said and done, just adding to the surplus across North Texas. Of course, we'll keep you updated on that storm system as it approaches.
As warmer weather approaches, the YMCA of Metropolitan Dallas is reminding parents of water watching around children. They say families need to assign a trusted adult to rotate water watching shifts while the kids are swimming. Just think of a lifeguard with no distractions. Last year, 87 children drowned in Texas alone.
Anytime you are around brown water with your kids, so if you can't see to the bottom of the water, your child should be in a Coast Guard approved life jacket regardless of their swimmability. If something happened and they slipped below the surface, if it was a medical event or they somehow became unconscious or they got a cramp and they slipped below the surface of the water, you absolutely are not going to find them.
It's also crucial for families to check the weather before planning any time on the water. Thanks so much for catching up with The Connection.